Ministry of Industry, Commerce, and Consumer Protection. The Price Fixing Information System. User Manual. The Price Fixing Information System of the Price Fixing Unit, PFU, of the Ministry of Industry, Commerce and Consumer Protection is, by its nature, only accessible via a web browser. The preferred browser is Google Chrome, version 54 or later. Other compatible browsers are the latest version or release of Firefox, Internet Explorer, Chrome, Safari, and Opera. Launching the application. First, launch the web browser from your workstation desktop. Then, in the browser, type the URL for the system, fu.gov.mu.org. The system was introduced in April 2017 in order to speed up the submission and processing of importers' returns in compliance with regulations. The outline of functions are as follows. 1. Register an importer's account. An importer can only make online submission of returns after registering and obtaining an account on the system. 2. Entering the source data relating to importation of price-controlled commodities. Source data consists of documents and the information that they contain, related to the importation of price-controlled commodities. 3. Calculating and recalculating the price of products. After uploading the supporting documents, an importer can calculate the unit price of each imported item. If changes are made to the source data, the unit price can be recalculated. 4. Submit returns. When an importer is satisfied with the calculations of unit price of each item, the data can be submitted. The PFU will be notified accordingly and the verification and approval process will be immediately initiated. 5. Request to review the price approved by PFU. When the importer is not satisfied with the approved price by PFU, he has one working day to request for price review. 6. Request for exemption. When the importer imports goods that are not for sale to the general public, a request for exemption may be requested with justification of the request. Requesting for login credentials. If you have never requested access to the system, you need to make a request for it. This is done online using the link labeled Register as a trader or importer, as shown below. Once clicked on the link, the screen changes to the layout as follows. Each importer must be identified by, and registered under a unique email address which should only be accessible to authorized representatives of the importer. This email address is used for two purposes. 1. Allow an authorized representative of the importer to log onto the system, and prepare and submit returns online on behalf of the importer. 2. Receive notifications via email messages that will be directed to this email account. Important note, the system keeps track of user activity, and each importer is accountable for all data and activity recorded under its registered email address. The price fixing unit will be notified of your request for an account on the system, and if your request to access the system is approved, an email notification will be sent to you for you to gain first-time access to the system. In case you have forgotten your password. If you already have a user account, the system will not allow you to make a new request with the same email address. If you attempt to do this, you will receive an error message as below. To request the system to assist you resetting your password, click on the link as shown below. Enter your email address, and answer the math question. Then click on the Email New Password button. The system will send a mail to the specific entered email. The mail will contain a link to reset your password. Logging in the system. Click on the Login button once you have provided all your login credentials and responded to the CAPTCHA question. Upon successful login, the menu bar on the left-hand side of the screen is displayed after successful login. The menu contains the following links. Home, which is the link to user home page. Help System, Importer, is the link to display Importer help page, and Logout is the link to log out the user from the system. Using the system. This function enables an importer to be registered with PFU in order to be able to subsequently submit returns. An importer is identified by its business registration number, and the system requires that the business registration certificate be uploaded at the time of application to register. For group of companies, which all use the same business registration number with different departments taking care of different types of commodities, the importer's commodity field differentiates the importer accounts. In other words, it is possible to use the same BRN number as long as the commodity code is unique. When the Save button is clicked, the company details are registered in the system and the user is redirected to the importer profile page. After successful company profile registration, a mail is sent to the PFU to process the account validation. Until the account is validated by the PFU, a status progress is displayed on the importer profile under the Status for Registration of Importer/Trader section. After account validation by PFU, a mail is sent to the importer, and the status changes to Approved. Importer profile. The importer profile page displays the importer company details and links to other functionality. My Dossier, Importer Dossier, section, contains a list of links to process the import return application. 1. Imported commodities list, displays all the imported commodities in his profile. 2. Importer's return list, displays all the returns submitted to PFU. 3. Request for exemption, displays all the exemption requests made by the importer. Importer commodities. The importer commodities page displays a list of all imported commodities added by the importer. The commodity can be added once and used many times in multiple returns. To add commodity, the importer can click on the link Imported Commodities for company name in the importer profile to display the list of commodities. The importer can add a single commodity with the Add Importer Product button or import a CSV list of commodities with the Import from CSV button. Importer commodities, Add Importer Product. When click on Add Importer Product button, the importer can add new commodity in his profile. After save, the new added product is displayed in the Imported Commodities section. The importer can edit a commodity with the edit link or duplicate the commodity with a copy link. The copy function will duplicate an existing commodity and create a new one with the same details as the reference commodity. Importer commodities, import a CSV list of commodities. To import a CSV list of commodities, the importer must click on the Import from CSV button in the Imported Commodities page. The importer must complete a list of commodities, save in CSV format and then upload it to the system and then click Save. Importer commodities, create CSV list of commodities. The importer must use an Excel template given by PFU to create a list of commodities to be uploaded in his profile. The importer must input all the necessary fields in a row to complete a commodity in the Excel file. The Excel template contains 3 mandatory fields: product description, product commodity code, and product HS code. After completion of the list, save it to a CSV, delimited, format type. To save in CSV format, click on File, then Save As and browse in Excel. Then select the type of format as CSV, delimited. CSV, then save. To upload the CSV file. 1. Type a description of the file in the title field. 2. Click on Browse to select the file. 3. Click on Upload button to upload the file to the system. 4. Click Save button. The system will then process the file and save the commodities.